Back with Christian Scott. It's becoming your home here at the Grammys. I know for years you've been part of the Grammy world.
Yeah, there was a 12-year hole there, so I'm excited to be back, yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. And for this special, first of all, you know what, I got to talk about how good you look.
Oh, cool.
Talk about what you're wearing and the inspiration for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so basically what you're seeing here is a mix of a con, basically a Santa Hena ceremonial regalia.
Yeah.
But I've mixed it with torque necklaces and some more modern things that kind of harken to that older style. And so we kind of wanted to do that and to mirror what I do with my hair. So,
very cool, very cool. Talk about this nomination, what it means for this project. Coming right on the heels of your other one.
Right.
And you kind of went off in another whole cool direction with this album.
Well, so the nomination this year is for Ancestral Recall. It's the second year in a row for the Best Contemporary Instrumental category. And, you know, it's interesting because this record, the design of it is so different from all of the other records. I'm playing maybe 85–90% of what you hear, so all these instruments.
Yeah.
So I was really nervous about it. I didn't know how it was going to come out, how it would be received, because, you know, I'm a trumpet player, but on this record I'm playing all of the percussion with Weedy Brahma and all of these synth patches and different things. So we didn't know how it was going to be received. But to see how people have gravitated to it and how much they love it has really been incredible, because it's one thing to walk into a studio and to direct a band and to create an atmosphere and to create a record in that way.
Yeah.
But when you're in your own sort of space, you know, there's all of these different thoughts that come up about how these things are translating. And so for this record, it was really more centered around the narrative and the story sonically than the improvising. So it's an honor to be back here for something like that.
For something like that, to be recognized, and you continually challenge musical boundaries and genres. For people to recognize that, I think speaks to the Academy, because people doubt sometimes the Academy what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a lot of how the record is designed is literally as a template to show the harmonic tendencies in deeply rhythmic music, right? And so when you end up in these spaces and you find out that the people that are listening can hear that and discern that, is something that makes you brighten up, because, you know, we all have our conjectures about what's going on out here and you know, the awards process and all these things, and I think a lot of times those guesses are wrong. And so for me, this has been a really great and illuminating moment to know that you can do something with that sort of specific tint on it, and someone is actually paying attention enough to know to laud you and to honor you in that way.
Right on.
Yeah,
Last year you were telling me, give me a preview of that record on this carpet.
Okay.
So what can you tell me now about what we're going to be here for next year?
So next year we're preparing a trilogy. So another trilogy. A couple years ago we released the Centennial Trilogy, and the record that was up was the last record in that trilogy, the Emancipation Procrastination. But this year we're working on another trilogy, but I think we're going to give you the last record first. And so I'm building the template out of order just to work on a different way of telling the story. And so that's becoming increasingly important to us in this moment. And I've been getting like a lot of my rhythmic stuff together and playing A-way drums and traditional doon stuff in my home studio. So I'm looking forward to people really hearing how that music and that sound can expand.
Don't stop challenging listeners, challenging us.
Just keep pushing
it. Keep pushing it. And you haven't done your category yet today, right?
I think it happens at around 1 o'clock,
okay,
so
great.
we have some time. No, I think we have some time.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.